Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. If you put it in the chat, I'll see it. But if you want to do it that way, I'm cool. I don't imagine it's gonna be a lot at this time of day. I mean, we could try. We could try to push for it. Oh, but what? You know what? Could you do one thing for me real quick? Can you just put my Cash App and her Cash App in in the in the chat real quick? Yeah, send it. No, 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 no. Caroline, give him your Cash App real quick in the private message. Yeah, you can put those. Put both of them then. Some of these foreign guys only have PayPal anyway. All right, HDMI 2, because there probably wasn't audio coming in all that time. Shit, which is actually a good thing. We'll leave it off for now. What's up, fam? I'm just waiting for some more people to get in the chat, and then we're gonna get started. We got C.Kelly in the house, so we're gonna see what's up in a second here, fellas. Give us just a couple more minutes. All right, what's up, guys? Let me know how the audio is. You wasn't supposed to hear anything. I had it muted, so let me know if my audio is clear. You can just say clear, or you can put a one in the chat. That's cool too. And then I'm gonna bring this lady in and make sure that her audio is legit. Let me see what's up. So I don't see anything in the chat just yet. All right, Solo Dolo MMA says that the audio is clear. So I'm gonna take his word for it because I'm getting a read on this end. And right now I'm gonna bring on this young lady. She's a college girl, and we're gonna talk about some of the things that's going on college campuses in the modern day. And we're gonna talk about some of this art of sugar babying, and we try to get an understanding of how popular is it. All right. I mean, I've already done the research. It's pretty damn popular, but we're gonna see what she has to say about it, and we might let you guys ask some questions towards the end. But I've been advised by my team to ignore your non-super chat questions, so I guess that might be the way it goes down these days. But feel free to make comments. All right, guys. Let me pull Caroline in now, but first let me make sure the audio is in, and you guys let me know if you can hear her crispy. Caroline, you there? What's up, C. Kelly? So just go ahead, introduce yourself, give us, your name, your age, and pretty much where you're from, and we'll just keep your, school and everything like that anonymous, because nowadays, you don't want to give out too much personal information. So, what's up? Damn. Shit. Sorry, guys. Okay. All right. Hold on. You might have to say that again because you cut out. Let me see if I could put this on fucking airplane mode. Somebody fucking call me. Ignore the new do not disturb. Um, Say that one more time. You saying that you were 21 and you're a senior in college already? Well, shit. When did you start college? You were like what, 16? No, when you started, when you were a freshman. Wait, 18, 19, 20. Oh, sorry. Damn, you out of there early, kid. Is that how it's supposed to be? Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right, so I mean, how has your college experience been thus far? I mean, you already did 3+ years of it. Guys, let me know in the chat. Do you hear Caroline clear? Just put a 1 in the chat. Oh, they're saying you sound far away. Yeah, that's the issue with trying to pull you in from the phone. So let me see something here. I think this fixes the problem. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Caroline. Let's see if you sound better. Let me know, guys. Does she sound better now? We were trying something else, but I know you heard her. She just might have been faint. Go ahead, Caroline. Let me see if they hear you better now.
Okay. I'm not sure if it's something that I should fix on my end though. So if anyone has a solution to that.
The only other thing, yeah, I mean, would be for you. I don't think it's better if you put in headphones though. You might could just come a little bit closer to your mic and just make sure you turn everything up on your end. But it's probably on my end though. Yeah, I mean, people are putting 1s in the chat. They hear you, bro. It's just, you know what it is. If it's not perfect, we got people that complain. That's how it is. That's how it is, bro. Yeah, see, like people are saying, "Oh, I can hear her though," but you know, come on. See, you got some people saying, "I can't hear anything," and then other people saying, "I can hear her. It's just a little low." You see what I mean? Well, anyhow, they said it's better now, so let's rock and roll with that. All right, so are you single, dating, fucking around? I know. I asked you this like what 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. You were in Miami. When were you in Miami?
Yeah. Yeah, that was so funny. I met you when I was in Miami on spring break. So obviously single. It's been fun. Miami was so different than a little up north here, people wise, but pretty much the same scene at the bars, you know.
Okay. I mean, well, I imagine the dating scene is completely different where you are than it was in Miami. I mean, so what happened on spring break though? You ain't fucking around on spring break? No cap.
Okay, yeah, might have just a little bit. But you know me, as if you've met me for a little bit, you know I fuck around to take a little bit of advantage of the situation. I'm not trying to pay all that money on my spring break, so I had to flirt up a bit to get the tables and get some drinks. You know, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I didn't have to spend my whole paycheck on spring break.
Yeah, man, you need to do a little fundraiser before you travel. See how much support you could get before you roll out. But how many girls did you come with in total? Because I can't remember how big the group was.
There was 5 of us total, including me. Mm-hmm.
5 of you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So how many of y'all hooked up on spring break? How many of y'all found flings?
It was so one of them did have a boyfriend, which was interesting, but the rest of us had a blast. You know, skipping around, hooking with some people, getting our free drinks. And we always start together as a pack, so it's funny to see like who ends up going away or separating with the group. We always come back together at the end of the night, but we're a good group. We know how to feed off each other's energy and get those free drinks out there.
Yeah, but you still didn't answer my question. How many of your friends hooked up while they were here in Miami?
About 4 of us. Yeah, all but the one.
Four out of 5?
Yeah.
Oh, you said all except the one that had the boyfriend, or including
Yeah, yeah.
or including the one that had the boyfriend?
No, not including her.
Yeah, that's because her dude was probably calling as soon as night fell. As soon as nightfall, he's FaceTiming randomly. What are you doing? Where are you?
Yeah, yep. Pretty much always on the call.
What the fuck? Oh my god, that's crazy. All right, they're saying the sound is much better now. Yeah, guys, the sound issue is not on the guest, it's on me. So I have to figure that out. That part is tricky because I'm bringing her in from the iPhone into the stream. So I got to figure that part out. And I'm reluctant to just use the MacBook Pro. So I guess I don't know, man. I was talking about it last night with my boy. I might have to just figure out how to use the MacBook, but I'm trying to avoid it for now. But I want to be doing most of my live streams with the girls in person anyway. So at some point, we got to get you back into Miami. We need to figure that out. We got to get a fundraiser to get you back into Miami, girl. What we gonna do? What we gonna do?
For sure.
We got to figure something out. All right, so I think we got, hold on, let me make sure we don't have any super chats yet. Okay. All right, cool. All right, so you still didn't answer my question. So So, oh yeah, I guess you did because if it was 4 out of 5 and it was the girl with the boyfriend, so then you did hook up while you were in Miami.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm jealous. I'm jelly now because you promised to let me choke you. So what's up?
Yeah, don't feel too bad. It wasn't too great. I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah, well, that's your fault. That's your fault. I come with satisfaction guarantee, man. Yeah, I got great reviews on Yelp, so you fucked up.
On Yelp.
Yep, you fucked up. Letting somebody else choke you.
No, I didn't say it was good. I didn't say it was good.
No, that's my point though. You should have trusted AG in the building.
I should have.
It's all good though, you know. Hey, listen, your loss. And I'm not
Yeah.
coming to where you at. It's too goddamn cold.
What? Okay, fine then. I'll come back down then.
My mom just asked me to come to New York like this morning, and I was like, I should ignore
You
this
like New York?
message for a
New York
couple
is
of
so
days.
fun.
Huh?
I said New York is so fun.
Nah, it ain't fun. New York is trash now. It's trash.
Damn.
And my mom's already like, come to New York this time, and then come to Virginia this time, and then come here. I'm like, man, it's cold. There ain't nothing popping. I'm not trying to come up there right now. So, mm-mm. It's better people come visit me in Miami. It's nice and warm. It's popping. Few mandates. So yeah. So listen. So what we wanted to talk about is this whole sugar babying thing that's going on these campuses. I was doing some research, and it looks like it's a lot more common than I think a lot of guys know. I think, and when I say a lot of guys, I'm talking about guys your age. I think guys between 20 and 30 have no idea how common and popular it is, but the guys like over 35 know because they start getting into the sugar daddy age group. So they know because when they talk to girls that are in college, they are getting propositioned. They're getting they're making that little deal, that arrangement. So it's like the guys in the 20s are left in the dark. So I want you to shed some light on that. What do you think about it? Know about it? Any experiences with it, like on your particular campus, which shall stay anonymous?
Yeah. I've had personal experience with it, definitely. So I have a lot to speak on that topic. I think it's popular with girls in my age group because we're in college and it costs so much money to go to college. That sometimes we get desperate and they have these like websites like all these websites and accounts now that you can make to meet older men that are lonely if you have money, or if you're in a city, it's not that hard to go to a bar and scout the people that you see wearing the nice clothes and stuff and kind of flirt with them a little bit more to have these relationships. It's purely, it's going to sound so selfish, but it's purely to help us get through college. I mean, unless you're into the older man type and they just happen to be rich, which, you know what, like, who doesn't sometimes, like a silver fox. So, but at the end of the day, yeah, we're just all trying to pay off our student loans and our textbooks and our classes. So,
Hmm. So I mean, like out of your in group, your friend group, is this something that the girls talk about? Like, well, I would imagine the girls talk about it openly amongst each other. I think probably that's probably where a lot of the ideas come from, the pressure. A lot of girls are like, girl, you need to stop stressing and just get you you know what I'm saying? How you say a silver fox? You need to just get you you know what? My guy has a friend and he's always asking me if I know any other girls. Um, so I mean, what is like? How does that conversation go with like the other girls, or is it something you'd rather not even like encourage the other girls to do because it's competition, or is it like, yo, this is enough for all of us?
no, we totally encourage each other to do it. I think just the other day there was a group of us making seeking arrangements accounts and talking to each other about it and telling us, well, the weather's getting nicer. We have to be able to fund our summer fund. So make these seeking arrangements account. We encourage each other to go out and talk to older men but we make sure that we're safe doing it. We say always keep our locations shared and tell each other what we're doing and what our plans are. But we love doing it. We love encouraging each other to do it. It's awesome.
So like, um, what are some of the most like basic arrangements and like the least end of it, and then what is like the maximum, the most that these guys be wanting or expecting or trying to make some type of arrangement for?
So I think at the bottom level, the least you could do is be in like an online partner. So just to chat, video chat, or text someone. They give you a weekly allowance. Look around that, depending on who you're dealing with or how experienced you are, you can get around 400 to 500. Um, Also, depending on how good you are at talking online. A step up from that is if you live in the same area or in the same city and it's not too far out of the way, you can go out on dinner dates or lunch dates or morning coffees or walking around, just like small little harmless dates, not necessarily having to go home with anyone or push that sexuality boundary or having that like do sexual favors. So it's kind of like friendly dates and stuff. That could also get a weekly allowance. I kind of dabbled in that early on in college because I realized how expensive textbooks were getting. Went on a couple dates. Basically, just had to sit there and listen to them talk and just be an ear for them. And then a step up from that, kind of the extreme is giving your life away to someone, traveling with them, maybe even having a sexual relationship with someone, and in it for the long term, even years, is a way larger allowance. You could probably get like $10,000 a week or even more. It's pretty crazy.
Hold on, let me just get to this super chat right here. Appreciate you, Ty, for the $5 super chat. Yeah, I appreciate Ty, man. We gonna definitely get Ty rocking and rolling. We gonna get him authentic. Finally caught one of your live streams. Keep up the work, provide education, man. Always, that's the goal for sure. Ty, if you got any questions for her, let me know. So yeah, the next thing I was gonna ask you, because I know a lot of these young guys are already thinking it, because they are, the mentalities are already pessimistic and whiny. So a lot of young guys do complain. The ones that do know what's up, or matter of fact, I shouldn't even say know what's up. The guys your age are complaining in general that the girls their age are dating older guys, whether or not they even know the situation or that there is a situation or an arrangement. They're still complaining like, oh, the girls our age are only fucking with older guys. So you let me know how much truth there is to that. Me personally, when I was 20 to 25, I was fucking girls my age. Like when I was college age, I was fucking girls on the college campus. So, but I could be wrong. I know the older guys definitely have an advantage.
Yeah.
But what is your take on that?
I think, in particular, the people that do hook up around the same age group, I don't want to say out of convenience, but like when you're in college, you have a community, whether it's small or big, of people around your same age. But when you go outside of that community, or if you live in a city or in a larger area outside of the city, you can meet more different people. A lot of girls like to talk to older men because not always healthy, but sometimes we think that they might know better about something better or like what we might like, or just like that looking up to an older standard kind of situation. Sometimes that can happen. I'm not saying it's always true that older guys know better than the younger people, or if it's healthy for young women to seek sexual relationships with older men or not. But I don't know. That's interesting because I always looked at older men, and not necessarily younger, but like not as much around my age group. At the end of the day, I think it's just about community and then closeness, and then the factor of like, well, we really know better than the people my age after you experience hooking up with people your age.
Okay, I mean, I can feel it. I'm always telling guys to basically do that. I mean, the more and more I analyze the situation, the more and more I feel like the girls are moving like how the guys should be moving, and the guys are moving like how the girls should be moving. I tell guys all the time, get you a sugar mama, get you an older chick, get you an older woman. But these guys, they have like a really hard time, absorbing information and breaking it down properly. I'm not saying only date older women. Like I never said only date anything. What I'm saying is, OMG, make it your business to find you an older woman to also deal with. Yes, bang girls your age, bang girls a couple of years younger than you, but it's important to have at least one or two that are older than you so they could put you up on game and tell you shit now that you otherwise wouldn't have learned for another 5, 10 years. until you start dealing with women that age when you're that age. So what I'm trying to say is if you're 24, 25 and you're banging a chick that's 36, she's telling you 36-year-old woman shit. She's putting you up on how their mind works and their situations and them dealing with kids, dealing with marriage or divorce or whatever. You get the mindset of women 10 years older than you, so you're ahead of the game. So when you are dealing with younger chicks, not only are you ahead of the game as far as exposing them to shit that they haven't been exposed to yet, but you also can preemptively prepare for their change in attitude and mentality because women's mentality changes as they age, what they look for, what they want, what they like, what they don't like, what they're willing to do, what they're not willing to do, what they're willing to accept, what they won't accept. All of these things change gradually through the course of time. And I also tell girls your age, if you're out here fucking with these older dudes, don't just be exchanging time for money or sex for money. At least be smart enough to let that dude show you how to invest your money. If this guy's playing the stocks, he's day trading, okay, let him teach you something. Give him some money, let him invest it for you, flip it for you, and give it to you. If he's dealing with real estate, start learning early how you can manipulate the real estate market. Because I see so many young, beautiful women, and they will have some very knowledgeable dicks in them, but they didn't learn anything. And that shit blows my mind. Like, you fucking dudes that's has this status, they've accomplished these things, you having pillow talk with these dudes, and you mean to tell me you're not trying to learn, you're not trying to get invested, you're not trying to network, you're not trying to get connected? You're wasting it. You're wasting it, right? You might as well have been screwing a deadbeat because whatever money you get from this dude, you're going to spend it, and then it's going to be spent, and then it's going to be gone. But if you learn how to make some money up out of this dude, you're going to have that money in the present, and you're also going to have money later on coming. So that's just, that's just game. And I think young people just don't be seizing the moment or the opportunity, especially the women, because you guys have more opportunity. Like, just you being above average attractiveness, you can get in the room with successful men just off your looks. Whereas a guy your age, he would have to bring some tangible value to even get around those type of guys, to be able to have a conversation with them, play pool with them, play golf with them, smoke cigars with them. Like, who are you, kid? What do you have to offer? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely think there's a lot of truth to what you're talking about. At the end of the day, regarding the sugar daddy situation, they do appreciate someone that asks questions about what they do and is willing to learn about how they made their money. They don't want to just sit there and talk to a wall. And then on the other side of things, I would love to see more men take that advantage of and tap the market of older women that have money. I always joke around with my friends and say, why not? And I don't know if it's like a power dynamic situation, but not only could you learn stuff from older women, but you can also learn, stuff about older women that could help you with younger women, like you were talking about. So I think just broadening people's spectrum of both those areas would be really, really helpful.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about who you know. It's all about networking and shit like that. If you can combine who you know with what you know and what you have, you could probably get anything you want. So, off-topic question: how old was the guy that you had the best sex of your life up until this point? You're only 21, so you got a ways to go. But yeah, the best sex of your life. The guy was how old?
I think he was. I don't know exactly, but I think he's like around 30 or like either older 20 or early 30.
Damn, that's not too old.
Yeah, so kind of like that weird chunk where you think he would, know as much as someone older, but I guess he just experienced at that point.
Yeah, he might have been a freak. So okay, but what about it was better? Was it just technique, or was it actual things that he was doing that hadn't been done before, or he just was doing things better than they had been done before?
I would say a little bit of a mix of both. Just to go off on a little bit of a tangent, there's a lot of different archetypes and people know of like kinks and fetishes, and it's very hard to articulate those or get those satisfied with just one hookup or like even the first time you hook up with someone. So it obviously takes time to communicate those situations and what you like and what you don't like to lead up to the best sex. But what I found interesting was I had only hooked up with him one other time, and this second time was the best. And I didn't have to explain as much. He was very good at reading body language, and and kind of like nonverbal cues, as well as just like techniques I had never seen before. So we fed into like what I liked really well without me having to sit there and explain everything, which I think is very rare. But also wasn't afraid to try something new and kind of get that feedback from me as well at the same time.
Well, listen, you just hit a few nails that I be trying to hit all the time for these guys. I told them girls do not want you to have to ask them about anything. They don't want to have to tell you where they want to eat. They don't want to tell you how to eat pussy. They don't want to tell you, how to carry yourself, make conversation. Women don't want to have to fill you in on anything. So you got to have experience. You got to know what the heck you're doing. And when you try things, you got to learn how to listen to them as well as listen to their body. So you don't have to ask her, do you like this or do you like that or how about this? Like her body's gonna tell you, her body language, her breathing. You got to be able to read it. Real quick, I'm not supposed to address nonsense in the comments, but I'm addicted to it, so I'm gonna roast this dumb shit because I'm always preemptive. I'm looking at the bigger picture. Guys think I be like focusing on shit that doesn't matter. It matters because ignorance is contagious. So these cuts says if you're a sugar daddy, you need to be charging these chicks for giving them game the way she's charging you for her time. Okay, everything about that statement was retarded and doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm gonna say it. How the fuck is she gonna pay you when obviously she's the one that needs money? She doesn't have money to pay him for counseling and advisement. Okay, that's not how that works. And if you're the older one and you can fall into a mentor position, it's about how well you can give information and counsel and mentor and how well that younger person can receive it. Your incentive for doing so should be to make a better bond with this young person and also improve them and better them, and of course, maintain access to them. So if I'm a sugar daddy and I'm counseling a young chick, me giving her money is not supposed to be any skin off of my back. Just like her opening her legs is not supposed to be any skin off of her back or giving me her time. The whole point is we're giving each other what we have an abundance for in exchange for what we don't have in our life. So again, that was retarded. And the way that she would be paying you for that would be by starting to genuinely like and admire and appreciate this person, which is valuable to men. Men want to be admired, they want to be respected. That's priority to men, not sex. Okay, so I just wanted to clear that up because there are young guys that read this shit, and the last thing I need is for people to be thinking dumb shit and the wrong shit when what my goal is to get people's heads straight so they understand these things and maximize and make the best of it for themselves. So any guys that's out there trying to consider being a sugar daddy, that is something to add to your arsenal, coaching, advising, and mentoring these young women so that it's not just a sexual relationship. There's a lot more going on with that. And I know women like her age that are still sugar babying, and I know women that are like 40 and used to sugar baby and used to escort or used to be strippers or used to be porn stars, used to be a lot of things. So I can see the difference that these experiences has made for women depending on what the guys were doing and what the guys were bringing to the table. And a lot of women have told me that they still to this day have love for and appreciate and admire the clients that they had that did more than just give them a little bit of money, but put them up on knowledge and wisdom. And those are the chicks who tend to own shit today and got their own. So be one of those chicks is what I'm trying to tell you. Whatever you're doing, make the best of it. Just like I know guys that used to strip and now they're working a regular ass job and they're broke again. And I know guys that used to strip and they own multiple properties. So it's what you did with it while you were in the game. Let's see what else we got here. If I'm a sugar daddy, I ain't giving away my money and the game. Yeah, well, you just don't get it, bro. You just don't get it. A lot of these guys, they get paid to advise younger men. They get paid to counsel men or whatever, but they're not gonna turn around and charge a young woman. So you obviously are not a sugar daddy. You're not speaking from the perspective of a real sugar daddy. I know guys that are sugar daddies that are in their 40s and 50s, and they're not charging young women for game, bro. They're actually getting genuine appreciation and connection with these women by doing that, which is what you young boys should be doing, is figuring out how to be good at things and be knowledgeable so that you can lead women. That's what women admire about men in the first place. But I see majority of guys are gonna miss the point. It's gonna go over most guys' heads. I mean, that's just nature. All right, Mr. Gordon is truly a blessing to the manosphere. Dude ain't perfect, but he be given a ton of practical wisdom from his own trials and triumphs in life. Bless the brethren. Yeah, appreciate that. See, Sean gets it. Um, Van Lee, exactly. Make these thoughts kick rocks. You would be what? Why would I be interested in giving you 20 times the value for your little thought box that you're giving away to others for free? Or a blunt. Yeah, see, these guys just be coming from a place of hate and resentment and loneliness and loss and failure. No guys that are winners talk like this. These cuts. I'm sorry, bro. No, no guys that are winning talk like this, dude. You're killing me. You're killing me. She's 21. Females aging in dog years nowadays. Yeah, again, guys that talk like that, you sound like you're not getting laid, bro. You sound like you got a desert dick. Just I don't know, man. Stick your dick in some yogurt and just relax, bro. Can you see the comments, Caroline?
No, I cannot.
You
But
can't.
this is
You can't.
funny.
No, but I know you got thick skin, so I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not even tripping. Like on the other interview, somebody was like, "Oh, she's masculine as fuck," and it's like, well, you see, there's a difference between chicks that are just like masculine as fuck and chicks that are just a little bit more masculine. So they need a guy that's like ultra masculine to put them in their place. And it's like the guys who aren't that dude, they try to like make that a diss record. It's like, bro, if it ain't for you, it ain't for you. But that effort you put into making it a diss record, that record ain't going platinum, bro. It ain't going platinum. You see what I'm saying? Because somebody is hitting that. Somebody's putting her in her place. Somebody like it. You know how that fat black lady say? I know somebody ass like it. So you know what I'm saying? But the question is, where are all the women that like these soft ass effeminate dudes? Where are all these women that like these beta ass dudes? Because
Oh, they're around. Yeah, for sure.
like where are they? Because I know there's more guys that aren't intimidated by um, women that are a little bit harder and a little bit more aggressive. There's more of a market for that than there is for weak men, is what I'm trying to say.
I wouldn't say like weak men is like a thing that we would look for. I think more of just not like more timid. I know a couple girls that prefer the softer side. They think it's more genuine, and they think it could be. I don't know. They think it's definitely more genuine, and I wouldn't stop being yourself because there's plenty of people that like to have that soft talking and soft that soft boy look. But it's not for everyone.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. It's not for everybody. Let me get at this because like I really wish that I had the patience to where my channel is where I want it to be with the amount of subs that I want so that I can start separating them into boxes and then we could get into the content based on who it pertains to because these guys are like making all these sugar daddy speculations but none of them are sugar daddies. You get what I'm trying to say? These guys aren't old enough and they're not even in that lifestyle but yet they're talking as if it's like, bro, it's not for you. It's like guys that have never been married having a conversation about marriage and the trials and tribulations. It's kind of like it, ugh, it's anyhow. But I gotta address it anyway because there's people that watch it on the playback. So Van is saying that I think these cuts knows 90%, 95% of sugar babies don't respect the Johns. That's why he says that. Yeah, exactly. He's talking from a place of not knowing, not experiencing it, just guessing. It's really hard, man. It's painful in the migraine area, right? Okay, this is like the childish argument that was being had before with Abba and Preach and this other podcast about paying for box and these guys are animately saying you never pay for box and all guys that pay for box are losers and all this other shit. And Abba and Preach was trying to say, okay, do you know how stupid you sound? Some of the most powerful men in the world pay for box. It has nothing to do with being weak. It has nothing to do with can't get girls and all this other stuff. A lot of times these guys are paying for anonymity. They're paying to be discreet. Sometimes they're paying for professionals because they want specific things done specific ways and they can afford to have it their way like Burger King, right? So it's very childish to be like, oh, no, I don't pay for box. I'd never pay for box. If you pay for box, you're this, and that. It's like, really? Do you know every guy that pays for box? You don't. You know why? Because they're paying to be discreet. They're paying for you not to know that they're paying for box, asshole. They have beautiful wives, beautiful side women, and they're still paying for box. They have their reasons. Just like not all sugar daddies are not respected by the sugar babies. Where are you getting that from? So you thinking that it's the arrangement why the guy doesn't get respect? You're wrong. It's not the arrangement, okay? The 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 arrangement of sugar baby and sugar daddy doesn't equal sugar daddy not being respected, and it doesn't equal sugar baby not being respected. It doesn't guarantee either is in control of the situation. That's up to the individuals. All right, I know both. I know guys that are weak as fuck and they're out here paying these young girls for their time and they're getting walked all over. Just like there's guys out here that are dating these girls and they're not paying for their time, they're still getting walked all over. And then there's sugar daddies that come into the situation leading, right? They know exactly what they want. They're creating the terms. The women are agreeing to it or not agreeing to it. And they have an abundancy mindset because it's like, listen, I'm the employer. I have plenty of women to pick from that would like to be employed, that would like this arrangement. He's not coming into it desperately. He's coming in there very selective. Like, are you tall enough? You have the right hair color? You have the right eye color? Do you have the right attitude? Are you going to behave the way I want you to behave? Do you agree to everything here? So stop talking about the shit like you know about it, bro, because you don't. You don't know what you're talking about. And any guy that's putting himself in that situation, that's a him problem. That's a him not knowing his value, him not knowing where the leverage is, and also him probably not knowing what the fuck he wants and how he wants it to be. Stop making these snap judgment, guys. You're making a fool of yourself. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask you, in your experience, have you respected or not respected the guys that you decided to make an agreement with?
I definitely have only ever respected them because a lot of them are very. They know when you don't respect them. They've been through it. They're old enough. They have the money. They've dealt with the people, whether it's in their business or in their real life. They know how to read people. So half the time, if you want to get someone that's quality wise, you have to listen to them talk about their life and their work and what they do. And obviously that comes with respect as well. Listening is respect half the time. And respect for time as well. Obviously, we put our time in, so they're going to put their time in. And that's just like that mutual thing. I've never heard of anyone that wants to disrespect people that are willing to pay them, unless it's like something that the other person party is like into. So that's a whole different situation.
Yeah, I mean, listen, guys nowadays have a hard time with being respected in general because just the tone of our society, women don't respect men simply for being men. And it's tragic, but it's just the way it is nowadays. So guys have to kind of know this going in and they have to kind of compensate for it and they have to present themselves in a certain way and basically like lay terms quick. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm quick to do that. So I'm trying to, hip other guys to realizing that, listen, you have to be preemptive nowadays. You can't just go into a situation expecting people to just respect you just off rip. They're not, especially not women. Nowadays, women do not respect men just because he's a grown man. Now, for example, when black guys walk past each other, especially of a certain age, we have this unspoken understanding where we give each other that, like, you know what I'm saying? We give each other the, what's up? It's subconscious. We respect each other just for still being alive. Just for being a black man and still being alive at your age. We're like, because we know you've been through some shit to have made it. Now, that's something that used to be across the board for men in general. Like men used to get that from each other and from women in the past. But our media has taken that out. It's brainwashed women. It kept telling women, men are trash, men are beneath you, women are better, women are rah-rah, women are equal, girl power, blah, 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 blah. So now what happened is girls give each other that. Women give each other that immediately. They immediately give each other some type of superior respect, but they don't give it to men, right? So when you're dealing with women or other men, you have to come into it already presenting yourself like, look, I respect myself, you're gonna respect me too. I have boundaries, I'm gonna start letting you know what they are from jump so that we don't have any misunderstandings and you don't cross any fucking lines. Let me show you where the lines are so you can stay within the parameter. Guys don't do that. Then they get disrespected, then they get played, and then they ask questions. Later in hindsight, it's already too late because these people have a different first impression of you and now you're trying to change the way that people are treating you later on in the game. No. You need to be clear in the beginning. I don't care how you treat other men, but you ain't gonna treat me like that. What did you just say? Wait, hold on, lady. Why are you talking to me like that? Whoop, whoop. You gotta check a bitch from the beginning. And a lot of dudes nowadays don't have the foresight or the backbone to do that. And what I'm trying to say is, it's like pimping. You're gonna start how you finish. So if you start weak, guess what, bro? The rest of the story for you is going to be weak when dealing with that particular person. Desert, oh, I can say desert dick. That's allowed. All right, so did you ever give yourself like an expectation on how long you plan to be sugar babying or what the future was like? What was you thinking?
Um, I definitely went into it, like I said, hoping to help myself pay off any school situation. Whether it continued past that timeline for me was because I enjoyed spending time with them. But then again, I'm still a student and I have like a life outside of that. Is the only reason I had to step away or say, "Hey, I'm going to focus on classes now. I thank you for your time." And I try and keep in touch. Like it's kind of like a very delicate thing around my age when you do it, but people respect it and they understand half the time.
Mm. All right, so yeah, these cuts is talking pure bullshit in the chat. Like, bro, you can't tell me I'm making assumptions for saying that anybody that's talking like that has no experience with sugar baby, and then you come in talking about how much money you make. Like, what does that have to do with anything? Either you're lying or you're still talking fuckery. What is your point? You make that kind of money, you mean to tell me you still don't know how to navigate money with young women? So either you're lying or you still know nothing about nothing. Which one is it? Because either looks bad on your part, bro. You guys are unbelievable with this bullshit. No dude, no dude. So you're making it even worse. If you're making 300K and you still aren't having luck with women, bro, ugh, ugh, that's terrible. You making 300K, you have no experience in with sugar babying, ugh. You can't even grasp the concept. If you're making that kind of money, you should be able to grasp the concept because you should have staff. You should have employees. It's really not that different of a concept, to be honest with you. It's actually the same shit. You're paying somebody to do a job. So yeah, you're not doing a good job, bro. If you want to debate with me, debate with me. Like, what's up? Come, you know what? I'm gonna figure out how to do the call-in thing, and I'm gonna let you fuckers come in and debate me, and I'm gonna obliterate you. I'm gonna obliterate you. Okay? Because you guys have no argument. You're talking fuckery. I love a good debate. You guys aren't bringing no real shit, no logic. You're just saying a bunch of whiny, hateful, women are bad type of things. I don't know too many guys making that kind of money that's complaining about 20-something-year-old girls, bro. That shit sounds sad. Fresh was saying this for the longest time. Did you check him when he was this ish? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know, man. We need complete sentences. All right. So anyhow, so what do you think in regards to like dating? Like, what happens when you got clients and you got to prioritize that? What does that do to your dating life? Because, I mean, or are you able to be closed off completely from having that type of connection or attraction to, I don't know what you want to call them, normies or just regular guys?
Right. I think for me personally, when I to sugar daddy, it takes up a lot of my time and my social time because they expect that from you. That is why you get paid.
I mean, that's what they're paying you for.
Yeah, I mean, and then other girls, they try their best to balance that, especially like balance sugar babying or talking to other guys or dating around. And when they can do that, it's strictly just like that, like over text or just like on the internet kind of chatting that they get paid for, not anything in person or physical.
Yeah, but see, that's hard for the guy because now the guy has to believe her and trust her that she's not actually meeting any of these guys. And then I know nowadays there's so many guys that are like okay with any and everything that women do. Like they have no kind of, you know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, my girl does OnlyFans. I'm cool with it. It's like, oh, my girl has a sugar daddy. I'm cool with it. It's my girl's a stripper. I'm cool with it. Like these guys accept anything um, from girls nowadays, which I think is weird. It's bizarre because the same way you just said that you need to be available to these men because that's what they're paying for is the same way that your girl needs to be exclusive to you because that's what you're committing for. You see what I'm trying to say? So like guys nowadays, the way they give out commitment doesn't make any sense to me. And young women sugar babying makes more sense to me than the way the guys give out commitment. Because at least when you're sugar babying, you have a clear understanding of what the terms are, what's the exchange, what's the deal. Now, there's a lot of judgment with it, but then you look at what a lot of young chicks are doing nowadays, or women in general nowadays are having casual sex all the time. You see what I'm trying to say? They're having casual sex all the time, not in exchange for any money or resource, and also not in exchange for commitment or stability. So it's like, how are you judging girls that are monetizing it more than girls that are just out here with this sexual liberation mentality? Like, guys can do it, we can do it too. I mean, what is your take on like the judgment that you might get from it?
Honestly, like you said, I have thick skin. Like, I really don't care at the end of the day. I look out for myself, and if it's something that's helping me pay for my education as it is, then I'm going to do what I have to do to an extent of my moral compass. Some people are willing to do more, and that's on them, and that's fine. It's what they like to do. It's people aren't going to do what they don't like, or what they say, or what they really are against. So it's up to them. Um, I don't have a problem with it.
Well, how well are you managing the money? Because here's the thing. For me, the sugar babying justification is the same as the stripper justification. You know, so many strippers will tell you, "Oh, it's to pay tuition." Bitch, you don't even go to school. You see what I'm trying to say? They'll say it's for tuition, but they buying $1,000 shoes. They driving a Lexus, and they got jewelry. They traveling all the time. They always eat out, and when they do eat out, it has to be somewhere expensive because you got to post it on your story. So so how much of it do you think is really to pay for books and tuition and school expenses, and how much of it is just live your best life while you're young?
I think in the beginning, it's definitely like grounded in wanting to pay for tuition and books because that's where you are and that's where their money has to go immediately. But I think if you do it for the long term, you start to get a little bit materialistic when you have such a paycheck at your like whenever you want. So that's when you can tell people start going out more, like you said, or wearing more expensive clothes. And I wouldn't want to say taking advantage of it if they're still putting the time in to get that paycheck, but more of just like enjoying it. At some point you work for it and then you can enjoy it. I think either way, it's still justified and it's okay.
Okay, okay. Um, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, man, these guys are all over the place, bro. I know I'm supposed to be ignoring the comments, but I think it's going to be a gradual process because I really hate dumb shit. I've hated dumb shit my whole life, so it's going to be a while before I can make a U-turn from it. But Jesus Christ, bro. I know sugaring is a step above P and street, or I guess he's saying, what he's saying, professional and street walking culture. They definitely don't respect the Johns. Like, yeah, like I just spent like a whole rant explaining why it's not OMG, bro. It has nothing to do with the job titles. And you say this as if you know this. How do you know this? I'm saying this because I know the so called professionals that you're talking about. I know professionals, bro. I know escorts personally, many of them for many years. I also know guys that have paid for box. I know many of them for many of years. It has nothing to do with the title. It's the individual. If you're talking about a high-end brothel, you're trying to tell me that the girls don't respect the guys that come in there and they're powerful men that own a lot of shit, that are married, that have children, that can get and attract beautiful women where they go naturally, normally, whatever, but they prefer to just get straight to the point and pay for what it is that they want. You're telling me that there's no way that women respect that? Let me let you in on a secret, buddy. Women respect that a lot. Women respect guys that just know what they want and willing to pay for it and can afford it. They respect that a lot. What they don't respect is weak dudes. What they don't respect is desperate dudes. That's not the same fucking thing, guy. And I have to call it out because he's not the only person that thinks like this. There's a lot of guys that think like this, and you explain it to them, and they still stuck on what they want to believe. Why are you attached to this? Why are you invested in believing something that you don't know for a fact? Why are you invested in having this mindset, bro? How does it benefit you? What are you trying to cope with? What are you trying to avoid? I'm confused, right? Are you trying to cope with not being able to get nines and tens with your game and with your looks? Or are you upset that you can't get nines and tens with your wallet? What are you trying to cope with? I'm telling you how it really is. I've been on that side of the fucking fence, bro. Jesus Christ. I used to be a bouncer at a strip club. I know what I'm talking about. And I've had my days pimping. Stop trying to tell me about shit, nigga. Stop trying to tell me about shit that I've lived, about people I personally know. Now, this other guy is over here talking about, my bad, it was a typo. What I meant to say is, did you check Fresh in person about paying for box? This whole shit is off. You're not listening. I never said that Fresh pays for box. You guys are terrible at listening. Fresh creates a lifestyle, an image of lifestyle. Now that image is real. Okay? Prior to their recent success, he was renting the shit. He was renting the cars. He was renting this, renting that, paying for fake press articles. Now the articles that are written about him are real. Now the cars aren't rentals. He owns them and he rents the cars out. So he was never paying for box, bro. He was creating the image of a lifestyle and flying chicks in. Now, is that paying for it to an extent? Yes. That's not the same as actually paying for box. So your question is off because you're trying to act like I didn't check this nigga in person from what I'm saying now when I never said that he was doing what you're saying. That's called a straw man argument. I never told anybody the man paid for box. I said he would fly chicks in, pay for their food, pay for their jet skis, pay for this and that and that. I never said he paid for sex. Pay attention, listen. God damn, bro. And what I said is facts. Nothing you said is facts, bro. Nothing you said is facts. Get you out of here. All right. Well, there's beer nonsense in the chat, but as the channel grows, there'll be far more guys that are grateful to have these type of interviews that nobody else is bringing them. So I appreciate you coming on and being honest about the game. No cap. These dudes don't know how to appreciate no cap because women lie to them their entire lives. So they're not ready for it. they're not ready for it is the problem. I'm used to women being honest with me. I've always put myself in a position where women could be honest with me. So that just is what it is, bro. It is what it is. And I'm just, about tired of being that dude that a chick is being honest with about her husband, but then her husband thinks he knows what's going on. It's like, no, your wife is telling me the real. She's not telling you the real. You see what I'm trying to say? Being a stripper, I've had plenty of women pay me to be their psychiatrist and sit down and tell me everything from how they were abused as a child, everything to how they really feel about their husband, like the whole 9 yards. So it's just funny when guys try to tell me what's cap and what isn't cap. Like, I don't know when chicks are lying and when chicks are telling the truth, when chicks respect the dude and when they don't respect the dude. It's fucking funny to me. But anything else you want to put us up on?
Yeah, my only advice and my only piece of information I wish I could tell more people is too many people, guys, girls, get too hung up on rejection, whether it's right up front or they spend a lot of time into something and they get rejected by someone. I think it's just like you need to deal with the way you choose to reflect on how that is. Don't take it personally. So whatever happens around you, don't take it personally. Whatever they did, don't take it personally. At the end of the day, we're all just people trying to live our own lives and have our own minds and get our own sexual desires filled or money pockets filled or whatever it is. So take advice when you get it, and don't take anything personally if you don't agree with them and what they're saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, rejection shouldn't even be that big of a deal. I mean, it's just, I don't know, bro. It's hard to talk to these guys, bro, because they act like fear is something unique to them. Like everybody experiences fear. Everybody experiences a lack of confidence in some area or the other. Everybody experiences rejection. They just don't fucking get it. It's like you got the so-called nice guys thinking, oh, these bad boys are so lucky and nice guys finish last and I can't get girls like he does. I get rejected and the girls never really like me. Okay, but have you ever been a quote unquote bad boy? Have you ever been a good looking guy that girls respond well to? Because if you have been, you would know that there are plenty of those guys who they get rejected all the time on commitment. They get the casual sex. They can come over randomly whenever. They don't have to call or make dates or make appointments. Girls hit them up whenever they're horny. But the moment that those guys want to spend quality time or they want to actually have a girlfriend or they want to meet her parents or they want to go to the company party, they get rejected because they don't look good on paper. Okay? Susan from accounting is not trying to admit to her colleagues that she's fucking Tyrone. Okay? But it never occurred to the nice guy that Tyrone faces rejection too, just in a different area. It never occurred to you. Just like you guys think you know about something you've never done. You've never been a sugar daddy, you need to just shut up and listen. You've never been a sugar baby, shut up and listen. I've had a sugar mama, and I know plenty of guys that have been sugar daddies, and there have been times in my life where I'm just like, you know what? I will pay for some things to make it easier for the girl to make herself available to me. I'm not paying for direct box. I'm not paying to sleep with her because I could have slept with her anyway. The problem is she's very limited because she has to work. She has to go to school. She has all these other things to do. She doesn't have the time for me, but if she did, she would. In fact, my first fiance, I bought all her books. I bought all her shit for school and all this kind of stuff. She thought I was investing in her. That's what she thought. She was like, oh, he's paying all my school expenses. He's buying all my books. Hell no. I was just hella selfish and I didn't like her working because it made her less available to me. That's why I was paying for her shit. So she didn't have to work and I could have access to her when I wanted it. I could go hustle, grind, do what I'm doing. And when I'm ready for her, she's available to me. Not, oh, I'm up late studying because I worked all day. That's why I was paying for her books. So what are you going to tell me? I was simping? She didn't respect me? What the fuck are you talking about? But it was an arrangement. It wasn't the same type of arrangement as what Caroline is talking about, but it's very similar. She was in college. I was helping her with her expenses in exchange for her time so that she didn't have to spend it at Red Lobster working for tips, for bullshit. So guys, stop thinking you understand something that you never experienced. Stop thinking it's cut and dry, and if you give a woman money, somehow you're automatically a simp and you're automatically a loser and she automatically doesn't respect you. You guys have so much living and learning to do, and when it's older guys that are 30-something, like this guy says, then what's really happening? You mean to tell me you're damn near 40 and you still think what you said? That's not a good look, buddy. That means you have no fucking experience with women or being a provider or anything of that nature. So let's just keep it on the educational and try to actually learn something so that guys can get some better results. So y'all niggas need to change your fucking mindset because none of this shit is productive. None of this shit that I'm seeing in the chat is useful. None of this shit helps other men. I'm just keeping it funky. Y'all niggas is just in here with a bunch of negativity, and it just makes the male space look bad. All right? So listen, I'm gonna let you get out of here, Caroline. Like I said, I appreciate you coming on and being honest. It's really hard to get women to let us know what's going on. And a lot of young guys need to know these things so they can kind of maneuver themselves because college right now is a tough place. You know, whether we're talking about Me Too, false accusations, getting in trouble for dealing with girls, or if we're talking about how hard it is to compete with older men and older men's money. So in leaving, what suggestions could you give the guys that think that they're not going to be able to get girls 20 to 25 simply because of the sugar baby lifestyle?
Yeah, you'll be fine. There's plenty of girls that age, they're still trying to discover what they like and don't like and are willing to do that with other people, whether they're older or not. So just keep shooting your shot. You'll find someone, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I say, bro. I say keep shooting your shot. One of them got to go in, bro. I mean, straight up, one of them got to go in. My coach used to tell me, don't focus so much on making the shot. Focus on getting the open shot. And I mean, that makes sense, not because you don't care about making the shot, but because if you put too much pressure on yourself to make the shot, then you're not focusing on what needs to come first. The precursor to making a shot is getting the opportunity to take a shot. And I think that's what a lot of guys miss, bro. They keep on looking for this sort of guarantee, like somebody putting a battery in their back and reassuring them that don't worry, it's gonna work, you're gonna get her. Like, that's not what confidence is. You guys are confused about what confidence is. Confidence isn't someone guaranteeing you that you're gonna win. Confidence is you believing in yourself that you can make it happen and you can figure it out. That's what confidence is. It's not the same thing. If somebody comes to me and says, yo, do this and we're guaranteeing you that you're gonna get it. You know, we're gonna go ahead and break the rules and change some things, move some things around so that you win. Don't worry about it, you got this one. That doesn't make me confident. That's the opposite. Now I start feeling like, what the fuck? I couldn't do this on my own. Like I couldn't make this happen on my own. I need motherfuckers to break the rules and do all this sneaky shit in order for me to have an advantage. That's not confidence. Confidence is going there thinking in your head, I don't give a fuck who's there. I don't care who the competition is. I got this. I'll figure it the fuck out. That's confidence. And these guys, they have a failure to launch because they keep telling themselves all the reasons why it's not going to work. Oh, she probably has a sugar daddy. Oh, she probably likes older guys. Oh, I'm probably not tall enough. Oh, I probably don't make enough money. Oh, I don't have a nice enough car. Oh, and it's like, God damn, you put that much energy into thinking of reasons why it wouldn't work? Jesus Christ. Just go talk to the girl, bro. If it doesn't work, cool. Save yourself some time to use to find another girl to shoot your shot on over there and keep shooting your damn shot. On a college campus, bro, your issue shouldn't be about, you know, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, you should not be worried about a scarcity of girls on a college campus. It's full of chicks. And in my opinion, you shouldn't be fucking with none of them chicks, no way. You should take your ass to another college campus and Uzi machine gun fire off at all the girls on that campus. That way, you keeping yourself out of trouble. You ain't got to worry about, you know, getting kicked out of your school for doing or saying the wrong thing, right? And you also don't got to worry about the girls knowing each other and being like, oh, he's messing with her. Oh, he's messing with her too. Like, wait a minute. You see what I mean? Go to another school and holler at the girls over there, bro. The closest school to you, holler at the chicks over there, right? To no end. Holler at every single one of them that you like. I guarantee you at least one of them is going to give you a good response. And you get as much experience as you can dealing with that one, and you move on to the next, bro. Because young guys, or guys in general today, are letting girls run circles around them. They're letting the girls get the experience. Like, I'm seeing people in the chat saying you're mature for your age, you know things that most girls don't know until they get older. I don't believe that. I think a lot of girls know these things at a younger age these days because they're getting out there, they're meeting guys, they're dealing with older guys, they're getting the experience. The girls are the ones that are, the guys are the ones that are like, just like basically frozen. You get what I'm trying to say? They're not making a move. So by the time a guy tries to talk to and interact with a girl, his female counterpart has already dealt with 3 or 4 grown-ass men in that time period. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So they're letting the girls get all this experience in a short period of time because they're making excuses to not try, to not approach these women. That's what I'm trying to say. Matter of fact, let me ask you, do you feel that the guys your age are as aggressive as they should be?
That's a tough one for me because I'm a big fan of aggression, but some girls are not. I think they could be more aggressive in the way that they approach a girl. They could be more confident. I think confidence is a better word than aggression. But yeah, definitely more confidence would be great. But yeah, aggression, I think you could talk about it in a different context for sure.
Well, no, you do strike me as a chick that probably was always interested in older guys. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, for sure.
Bro, Levy matters or whatever. That's my point. If that's what you take it as insulting, first of all, you're being overly sensitive because if it doesn't apply to you, then why would you be insulted? So if it does apply to you, then yes, I want you to be insulted. And if it doesn't apply to you, why would you be insulted? This is exactly what I'm talking about, bro. Nobody wins whining about this type of shit. I'm saying it the way that I fucking feel it. I'm not putting a filter on for grown men, bro. I'm not doing that. I don't even put filters on for women. Why would I be putting filters on for grown men? So what's up, guys? I tell you what. Livy matters, right? This is what you do. If you really feel that you're insulted, go ahead and unsub. If you were never subbed in the first place, either way, it's not going to make me know never mind. And that's real. I stand by that. These type of shit, this type of guys, I don't want you here anyway. I'm dead ass serious. Dead ass serious. If you're going to whine and bitch and moan about how insulting I am, I absolutely do not want you or anyone like you here. This space is for men to keep it funky, 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 like gym socks. This is not a place to be, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Oh, how can I say it? Put some more sugar on that coating. That's not what this is. And that's not what this nigga right here is. All right? So remove yourself. Please, my nigga, please remove yourself. I don't need that type of support. Because that right there is not only guilt tripping, shaming language. Like, my dude, what's next? This is straight out of the female playbook. That whole shit, the way you phrased it, that's literally the female tactic to get someone to behave the way you want. You trying to guilt me for your support? My dude, the people that pay me hard fucking cash, I talk to them like this. If they need to be spoken to like this, I speak to them like this. So I don't recognize you, bro, which means you're not putting money in my bank account. So if I'm talking to the people like that that's paying money with me, then what makes you think that I'm gonna be over here like pandering to you, bro? If the shit that was said is stupid, I'm gonna call it the way I wanna call it. If you don't like it, then this ain't the content for you, bro. It's not that complicated. It's not. YouTube is full of motherfuckers that are like all nice spoken and shit. There's plenty of people that give a similar, well, nobody gives a similar message, but there's people that are sort of kind of trying to do what I'm trying to do, and they talk real fucking nice and real proper and real polite and all of that. Bro, go to any one of those goddamn channels, bro. Fucking coming over here wasting your fingers to text me this fucking soft ass shit. God damn, bro. That's like going to a boot camp where the motherfucker got a drill sergeant mentality. He yells in people's faces, spit be flying in their eyes, and you're gonna say, you really shouldn't talk to us like this. We're the ones that support you. I signed up for this boot camp because I wanted to be motivated and held accountable, but I didn't want to be insulted and belittled. That's obviously the wrong boot camp for you, bro. God damn. Because there's people that's gonna go to that fucking dude just because he gets in their face like that, because he's loud and yells at them and screams at them. There's people that's gonna pay for that type of you know what I'm saying, approach. And there's people that aren't gonna like it. So pick your poison, my dude. Pick your fucking channel and stop complaining to me. God damn. All right. Anyway, man, I just love to deal with those guys, man. Trust me, my counsel is always telling me, Allende, you gotta relax. You're like frustrated in the chat. You gotta no, bro. Nah, bro. This is the brand over here, bro. We gonna keep it real. If you can't handle this type of tone, it's over for you in the real world. That's what I'm trying to say, dude. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, if this shit offends you, I'm sorry, you're not gonna be able to get success with women. You're not gonna be able to get success in business. Like, where are you gonna go where you can be like, you hurt my feelings, can you please stop doing that? You hurt my feelings, can you please not? Oh my God. All right, man, but listen, we're gonna get you back at some point. Me and you, we'll talk later about how we can figure out a budget to get you back to Miami.
Yeah, of course.
And we'll do what it do. But I'm definitely not coming where you are. It's too fucking cold. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Okay. Fair enough.
Well, how far are you from New York City?
I'm in Boston.
Yeah, but how far are you from like Manhattan and shit?
Probably like 2 hours.
Yeah, we might have to work something out like that because I do have to go into New York at some point before the summer. So, NYC maybe we do it in person.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm jumping off, guys. Again, thank you for coming on, C.Kelly. Did you want to give out your gram?
What's up?
You didn't want to give out your Instagram, right? It's up to you.
It's just my name.
Okay. Well,
it's all right. Don't worry about it.
Well, shit. You definitely need to give out your Cash App, your PayPal. You need to give out that because there might be some experienced businessmen that you know.
On here?
Oh, yeah, of course. But listen, who's in the chat right now has nothing to do who overall watches the channel. That's the thing. So, on the playback, it's a different story.
True. You good?
Yeah. No, I'm good. I was just asking if you wanted to give out your handles.
Oh, sorry, you glitched. Sorry, you had a lag. Yeah. Which just my Venmo is Caroline Kelly 248. Same thing with my PayPal. So.
Okay. Sounds good. Robert Hampton wants to shout out Dallas, Texas. Yeah, I need to get back out there too. Time to travel back to the 1960s. I'm fine with you just giving you a different perspective. Yeah, I know, bro, but I gotta go to a different extreme, dog. That's what I'm trying to say. I have to. When you do that, you know what I'm saying. You give me the opportunity to go all the way to the extreme that I want to go to. I'm looking for my type of following, my type of tribe. That's what I'm looking for. I don't want that soft shit. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So he's saying your stuff is already pinned in the chat. All right, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so it's already there. All right, man. We out of here. I'm gonna holla at you.
Cool. Thank you so much for having me.